Iran has released the first pictures of the wreckage of the U.S. spy drone it shot down on Thursday after the aircraft violated Iranian airspace. Iran earlier said that it had retrieved the wreckage from its territorial water, refuting a U.S. claim that the drone was flying over international waters. Early on Thursday, Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps announced that it had shot down an intruding American spy drone in the country's southern coastal province of Hormozgan. The commander of the Aerospace Division of Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps says Iran gave warning to a U.S. spy drone before shooting it down over the country's territorial waters.
Espionage drone by the U.S. violated Iran's airspace, neglected rules, and came into Iran's airspace from Zafra Air Base in the UAE. It took off in two stages. Iran gave the warnings, and finally, with regard to the negligence and non-observance of these warnings, finally, which was 3:55 in the morning, because it had entered the Iranian airspace, the defense system stationed on the eastern part of the Hormuz Strait did their responsibility and shut down the drone. The drone was flying in 50,000 feet altitude. As you know, it is one of the expensive and very capable espionage drones which is possessed by the U.S. And as you see the pieces of the body of the drone, they were transferred to the capital, Tehran. These pieces were mainly pieces of the body which were floating underwater, because in those areas the water is as deep as 120 meters. So we were able to recover the pieces that had been recovered close to the coast and show it to the people around the world. So
Mr. Max Igan is joining us. He's a radio host and political commentator, joining us basically via Skype, I believe, from Brisbane. Thank you very much, Mr. Igan, for joining this broadcast. I'd like to get your reaction to the latest incident on the Persian Gulf, please.
Well, look, you know, this is the United States attempting to bully Iran into war. I mean, the United States is acting like a schoolyard bully at the moment. They've done everything they can to try to push the Iranians into war. They put military bases all around their country. They put sanctions against the country. Now they put a war fleet in the Persian Gulf. And it still hasn't provoked the Iranians into doing something back, so they're sending a drone over the country. I mean, the Iranians have got to be very careful at the moment, because the United States is really trying to push them into some sort of conflict. But it's an interesting double standard as well, whereby, you know, the United States will send a drone into Iranian airspace and then claim if the Iranians shoot it down, it's an act of war. And yet, if the Iranians were to send a drone over United States airspace, they would shoot it down, and they'd claim sending the drone there was an act of war. So, you know, it's an incredible double standard that they're displaying here, but they're doing everything they can to try to provoke Iran into a conflict, which is essentially Israel's war that it's always wanted to wage against Iran. Now, people have to understand Donald Trump is a very, very pro-Zionist president, and he's doing everything he can to support the Israeli agenda in all of his Middle Eastern foreign policy, and that's really what this is about.
Okay, Mr. Egan, but the basic question remains that how justifiable do you think for Americans is to fly a drone, mind you, a reconnaissance drone over the Iranian waters?
Well, it's not at all. It's not at all acceptable, especially with the posturing the United States is doing against Iran, trying to provoke Iran into conflict. To send a drone into their airspace is absolutely unconscionable. It's completely an illegal move. And as I said, if the table were reversed and it had been Iran sending a drone into American airspace, we'd see all hell break loose in the media. We'd see this reported everywhere. What a terrible thing. the Iranians had done. And the United States thinks it can just do this because it seems to consider itself to be the world police, and it's just able to do this according to its own parameters. So it's disgraceful that it would do this, and it's definitely an act of provocation against Iran. That's why the Iranians have to be very careful with what they do. I mean, of course they're going to respond. Of course, why wouldn't they respond to a spy drone over their waters?
And Mr. Igan, another point that I'd like to discuss with you is basically the U.S. trying to frame what's happened as an act of violence. Isn't that the right of the sovereign nations to basically be able to guard their territorial integrity?
Well, yeah, absolutely. This is the excuse they use for Israel all the time, isn't it? Israel's right to defend itself. Really, it's sending the drone over into Iranian airspace while the war fleet is parked there. That is the act of violence. You know, they just reversed the whole scenario there. The provocation is on the part of the United States. The act of violence was carried out by them against the Iranian people. The Iranian people had every right to shoot this spy drone down, and the United States would have done exactly the same thing.
Right, of course, like the commander of the Aerospace Division of Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps was just mentioning about an hour before you joined us, the fact that the drone is a reconnaissance drone, just like the one that Iran made to land in 2011. Isn't that interesting that the incidents that involve American drones are all reconnaissance? That also begs the question that what are these reconnaissance drones doing over Iran?
Well, you know, you've got to factor into reality that America wants to go to war with Iran. America is doing everything it can to provoke this conflict with Iran. God knows what news stories they'd be trying to cook up from whatever they claim they've discovered from their reconnaissance flights. But yeah, I mean, what are they doing sending a drone over there in the first place? You know, it's all about reconnaissance, like you say. It's because they really want to push this war. They're doing everything they can. I mean, Donald Trump's sitting there saying, I really don't want to have a war with Iran, but he's doing everything he can to provoke this conflict into happening. That's why they sent the drone over there in the first place. Of course.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Igan, of course, you know, this is not the first incident of what seems to be belligerent relations between Iran and the U.S., especially recently in light of the fact that the United States has pulled out of the nuclear deal that it had signed with Iran along with 5 other countries, the JCPOA, and that by itself automatically reinstated the American sanctions on Iran. But if you remember, it was last week the issue of the oil tankers that the U.S. had put the finger of blame towards Iran, saying that Iran was behind them, again, which they weren't able to sell to the international community, given the lack of ample evidence in that regard. And right now, President Trump, in its latest comments, has said that we have scientific evidence, and I'm quoting this, of the fact that the drone was flying over you know, international waters. The question, Mr. Igan, is how sellable do you think this incident is for the Americans to be able to sell this to the world, to say that Iran is belligerent?
Look, I don't think it's very sellable at all. I mean, that's why Trump pulled back from the strike. I mean, they might have tried to sell it, but I don't think the world's buying it. You know, especially after this oil tanker incident, that was so lame, claiming that Iran's gone and attacked this tanker. I mean, you look at the tanker that they attacked, it was an empty oil tanker. Have a look at the plimsoll line on the photograph. The plimsoll line is way above the water. We're not seeing any oil fires around the oil tanker, so we're supposed to believe that Iran would go and attack an empty rust bucket oil tanker in the Persian Gulf while there's a fleet there waiting to bomb them. And they didn't get the response they want, so of course they send a drone over the country. So now they can say, oh look, now they've shot down a drone. See, they're provoking us. It's like the old gunslinger movies when the gunslinger throws a gun on the ground and tells the weak party to pick it up, go on, oh look, he picked it up, and then he shoots him and says, see, he had a gun. It's just schoolyard bullying tactics, trying to provoke Iran into a conflict with anything they can. It's a joke that anyone could have even swallowed that oil tanker story, and of course it didn't sell, so now they're trying the drone, but I don't think this will sell as well, especially since they're flailing off the back of their oil tanker story. I just don't think the people are going to buy it. I really don't.
Thank you very much. That's Mr. Max Igan, radio host and political commentator out of Brisbane via Skype.